We actually got some very surprising news today. Binance US and the SEC are actually playing ball with each other. We've actually seen them enter into an agreement. And what this agreement is going to do is it's going to ensure that only Binance US employees can access customer funds in the short term. Now, the reason why this is important is if you remember, the SEC, they tried to file an asset freeze against Binance. Okay. The big problem that they had with this is Binance argued that this would essentially cripple their business. It would cripple their functioning, which does make sense. And it also doesn't make sense that the SEC was filing this in the first place because there's no proof of wrongdoing. You have to prove this before you can do anything like this. And the judge that they brought this asset freeze to agreed with that and they declined it. Now, what also showed up in this agreement was provisions that would see Binance US create new crypto wallets that the global exchange's employees have no access to, provide additional information to the SEC, and agree to an expedited discovery schedule. And what this is essentially doing is it's truly separating both Binance and Binance US, which they should have been in the first place if they weren't already. I think they were probably plenty separated, but this is the argument that the SEC is trying to make. Now, it may seem like we're kind of stuck in the middle here, and we 100% are. We're obviously stuck in the middle of the SEC versus crypto, the SEC versus these exchanges, but we're also stuck in the middle of retail buyers versus big business. If you guys look back, big business essentially feels like they lost an opportunity. Okay, they had the opportunity to get into crypto years ago, and they waited, right? They missed their shot. What a lot of this may seem like is coordinated FUD to try to give them opportunistic entry points. And realistically, that may be a lot of what's going on right now. You got to understand that a lot of these large entities have the kind of capital and influence to make these things happen. It's a reason why we've probably seen a lot of this stuff happening with the SEC that doesn't really make much sense when there's not much proof, when there's been a history of not winning a lot of these cases. They continue to try to do it. If you guys haven't caught on yet. Now, this isn't necessarily, okay, I want to say it's a bad, don't eat me alive for this, right? Okay, this is a bad thing because obviously any sort of corruption is bad. At the same time, it's kind of good because these large entities, they have a ton of capital that can be brought into the crypto market. Okay, and that's what we need to see for adoption is increase users, increase capital, and that creates increased opportunities for crypto adoption. Crypto's not going away at all. Anyone thinking that, some of these assets that have been called securities and any of these exchanges are going to go down, like especially the really big ones, there's something else coming, guys. Crypto adoption is going to be massive. We've already seen it adopted, as legal tender in many, many countries. Crypto spending is beginning to grow. New utility from Web3 products and services is beginning to really blossom. And really, these big players just want a seat at the table. They want to have, their little piece of it. Well, rather they want to have a bigger piece of it. But this is essentially what's going on. It's all going on behind the scenes. It may not look like much to people who aren't paying attention, who aren't familiar with it, but this is 100% what is going on. Now, as always, again, this is not financial advice. You can take this information any way you want, but just know that in the long run, a lot of this stuff could lead to good, positive things for crypto. Again, obviously, I talked about the adoption, the increased capital, that's good, but it could also lead to increased clarity. Clarity is something that we've definitely, absolutely, 100% needed. Even the SEC prior to this has come out and said that there's no clarity apart from Gary Gensler. Apparently, he doesn't read any of the past memos or transcripts that the SEC has given out. But this clarity would be a good thing because this is what a lot of the retail buyers, you, me, that aren't familiar with crypto are waiting for. They're waiting for some more clarity, right? They're waiting for 100% clarity before they make their move into crypto. So this could lead to something big. It could lead to something good, but obviously only time will tell. For the time being, we're stuck in the middle. It may not be the worst thing, but I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you think this could, in fact, end up being good for crypto. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.